I kind of wanted to see Accolade here as well. The ticker is ACCD. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is already on your watch list. And if it is, then I'll take something else. But you got to remind me because I
Yeah,
saw that this was coming very close to our level, but hasn't hit it yet.
exactly. It's really close to our level.
Yeah, I want to kind of see what we have, but as so I want to kind of give an update on this. So what do you do if the price is coming very close to your level of interest, but it does not get below it and does not get back above it? Well, then you gotta just kind of remind yourself of the rules of the strategy. So if the rule of the strategy is that you need to get below, right, and then you need to get back above, and you don't see that happening, then there's nothing to do yet. So I really want to emphasize that I'm not going to take any positions on this before this goes to one of those levels lower down. And then what I ideally would like to see, right, if I'm seeing a chart like this, is kind of that it makes this what some people would call a W pattern, where this gets below the first low, kind of makes a lower low here. So you have this level of support now. And when price comes there, people are going to be interested in buying, but it's likely then going below 323, sorry. But if it gets back above, that's going to look like a little bit of a W, and especially if we have a bullish divergence here on our RSI. So just things that you need to be aware of before they happen, things that I also teach in the coaching, of course. But what you would like to see here, right, is that we're making a low here. And then at some point in one of the next few weeks, maybe we make a lower low, but that the RSI does something like this, where it comes down and on your lower low here does not actually break below the low that it made here. So that you have lower lows on price and higher lows on the RSI. If you see that, and then price gets back above 323, well, I'm very interested to play it from there. But getting in here, I would say that is highly risky and that does not meet the rules of the strategy. So it's very important to stick to it. Once you deviate from it and once you say, well, let me just also play levels where, let me just also play it when I'm just coming close to the levels, that defeats literally the whole purpose. And in fact, if you do that, it's likely going to be highly negative and highly not profitable, because the whole strategy is basically looking here to profit off of people who say, well, this is already bullish from here. I think this is bottom out. Let me put a stop loss on one of these lows, right? So what I am thinking is steps further. People who are thinking that, putting their stops here, I'm thinking, well, we get those stop losses and then we get below that high time frame level of interest. And if, and that's a big if, I then see price get back above that 323 with bullish divergences, then yeah, then I'm on board. But that is literally what I'm drawing out here on Accolade is incredibly important to understand. And if this thing, for example, tomorrow gaps up and trades here and then goes higher, you cannot like feel like, oh, you've missed it, because you need to remember that playing a system and a strategy, it needs to be something that you can replicate over time, over and over and over again. So hope, even though this is not a new position or a new level on Accolade, we'll for sure find some other tickers, but I hope that that helps also for kind of
Oh yeah.
context. Maybe people are looking at this sticker and kind of wondering, oh, 335, it's so close to 323. Maybe Jay's level just got front ran. Look, that may be the case, but more often that's not going to be the case. So I'm not going to bet against that. So we'll take something else, but I hope that this clarifies at least something I remembered was on the watch list.